Welcome back to Frostpunk. All right. I did just realize that, hey, we are short on outposts, which is a good way to get some resources, particularly steel, wood, and steam cores. I think we should blow our last steam core on another automaton, though. And let's let that run a bit. We are going for another scout sled team. Let's immediately get those guys set up and on their way. I don't know which one of these they're actually going to make it to, but let's get them out in the field. If somebody brings back survivors, they're going to have to come all the way home.
Today's labor is done. Thank the Lord.
Everybody come home and build all these houses. Everybody's receiving medical care, including the new sick that we received as refugees. I want to put in a couple more houses of healing. Oh, look at that. I love it when it fits. And then let's also put food in here. Let's put a new hangar right there. We need more wood. Alright, so we've got opportunity here. So boosted scout sleds are actually would be great, but we gotta double back and get this depot going. We'll send some of these new folks out in these fancy hot air balloons to hunt from the sky in the hunter's hangar.
A new workday starts in the name.
Let's see. I don't want dueling. Don't want House of Pleasure. We could go Care House. The gravely ill and amputees will be cared for at low cost in special homes. We could do that.
New law. A new law has passed.
Another huge group of refugees has arrived. They are even worse condition than the previous ones. Many of them are victims of frostbite. They all talk about a huge storm coming south. Nason led us north because his years exploring the Arctic taught him to survive here using natural resources. Nobody could have guessed what was coming, though. Should we let them in? 70 people, 25 of them ill, 25 of them gravely ill. So, more ill than not ill. Everybody's welcome. We'll figure it out. Let's put people in place to take care of the people that we just received. We need 32 houses, so 1, 2, 3, 4, or housing for 32 people, I should say. Let's also man this kitchen. I guess while we're here and thinking about it, let's put in a care house. We'll just slot it right here. Still has a little bit of wood left. Tempted to get rid of this sawmill though. But I guess we do need a third source of wood, so it's okay. Frozen Pond is a distinct spot in the Frostland. We can use it as a waypoint for further exploration. Nothing to do here. But it did open the wrecked vehicle. So let's go there. Abandoned sawmill. Indeed, it's a sawmill. It hasn't been used in a very long time. Everything is covered in ice. 256 wood, I'll take that. I think these guys can beat these guys to the stone ship and then they'll head home with the new wood. Actually, we're full on food. Resources. All right, slow down for a second. Boosted scout sleds definitely needs to be next. Or we need better coal thumpers or better steam wall drills. We don't have any... What is this one? This one costs 1 core. This one costs 2 core. It only gives us 40 more wood per day. We're having trouble with wood right now though, so it's hard to just say no to that. I think... What's our ratios on coal? We're actually doing okay on coal right now. Though we are going to crank up the heat here in a minute. I think more coal's the way to go here. Oh, well... Let's give ourselves more... we don't even have enough wood for that. Jeez. We'll just take this easy little research. 8 hours to complete it. I guess we might as well go to better food since we're capped. Sir, people appreciate the field kitchens we built for them. They sent a delegation to thank you. We already thanked our brothers in faith who run the kitchen, and we'll keep them in our prayers. In this frozen wasteland, anything that keeps one warm is a lifesaver. Uh-huh. Got the care house in place. Now we're reaching an inflection point with our coal situation. Can I squeeze a high-end? Nope. I either wait for this wood to get cut down or I don't. I guess I could move this. Yeah, let's move it. We'll put the sawmill there and we'll destroy this one. Home installation. Houses, just houses, not all tents and bunkhouses. Just houses plus 1 heat level. I like this idea.
Today's labor is done.
I was gonna try to thread the needle on that. Got a little too cute. It's okay. We found the wreck at some sort of vehicle. We can salvage some parts from it. While dismantling the wreck to salvage what we could from it, we found a hidden cache of supplies. Yoink that. Why do I feel like this is a trap? Doesn't look like there's anything else to explore out there. A distinct spot in the Frostland. We can use it as a waypoint for further exploration. Nothing of value. Nothing to do here. Alright, well, I'm going to send this team home with that wood. And then I'm going to have you store food rations, coal, wood maybe. Pretty sure I got the outposts. Let's get that. And I know there's a secret one behind us. It's a little late in the game for this, but I don't see how we could ignore it totally. Even if we manage to get one steam core out of it, it's worth it. Oh, we got people getting sick and not getting treatment. Let's pump them full of rations here. Get everybody in and out of the system. Oof, still 19 people need medical help. It looks like we've hit all the points of interest. I'm gonna let that team stay out there though. Just in case something changes.
Bundle up. It's getting colder.
All right, we're gonna increase the heater and we're gonna turn on a lot of heaters here. On, not off. Those we probably don't need. Wow, that medical post is hurting. I'm taking those medical posts out. They don't have really good insulation anyway.
Work shift begins. May the Lord
60 people, 50 of them gravely ill. Oh. Everything's warming up? Okay. Sir, now we can clearly see what the refugees were running from. The Great Frost is coming. We have to prepare. Our scientists say that they can calculate the severity of the storm from observations. They just need a day or two to prepare the instruments and install them on the beacon. And there are some new locations that have come about. Though we would have been closer if we had run towards them. Or run towards home, but that's okay. We will make this work. What are we short on? People? We've got the citizens, we've got the wood, and we've got... Oh, not adjacent to a street. Of all things to worry about, let's get that in place. Is this one ready to go? Yeah, let's do that. And we're going to send you out right towards the cold. Might be too late for that. Need 40 room for 32 people, so we'll just put in 4 houses. 1, 2, 3. Ran out of wood. Come on. $25 wood. I guess we'll take care of it after this other event. Where'd it go? A tip from the believer. Captain, a woman has told us she overheard the neighbor talking about hoarding food and other supplies. We'll follow the lead. Alright. This house. Put that in place. $40 wood. Let's make another outpost. Do we want coal or do we want wood? I think wood, actually, believe it or not. 150 wood per day or 800 coal per day. I'm gonna stick with the wood. And then I'm gonna put in a steam coal thumper. Takes 35 wood. I'm going to drop that in right here. Like so. Houses are a little more insulated. +1 heat level. Safety bypass would be nice. Boosted scout sleds would be nice. Can't afford it. Lack the wood. Hothouse installation. Or grow more food, but that's going to cost us steam cores that we don't currently have. Let's go for generator efficiency. More for convenience to actually have something to research that we want at some point, not necessarily the absolute best thing.
Today's labor is done. Thank the Lord.
Food options, hunters, hangers. Let's replace these. And then maybe slide in one or two more. How do you have no patience and 16 people looking for help? So, New Faith. With the introduction of New Faith, all who voice doubts will be branded enemies of the faith. Everyone must be devoted to the survival of our cause. All those who do not follow will be swept aside. Hope will never be a problem again. Londoners will have to renounce their views. A public execution space will be built. Jeez. Some Londoners will die. Some people will feel compelled to fight this law. Some of them will die. I don't think we need this. I think we have arrived at the point that we want. So I'm gonna not drink all the Kool-Aid, I suppose. Deliver 1 steam core per day. Are we running overdrive? We are. Our home... Okay, so you're back. Let's see what you've got over here in the deep hollow. Okay, I think we're set there. More raw food collection. Build a house in winter home for more wood. Let's build some more storage. Generator stress is critical. We're in pause right now. Make sure that we're paused. Oh yeah, it's way up there. 2 levels of warmth though. Oh, I should take this off immediately. When this hits -2 more levels, I can go naturally up, and then once the stress on the generator eases, I'll consider
A new workday starts in the name of God.
additional adjustments. %10% generator efficiency. Ooh, we're still in a deficit. Yikes. So, generator safety bypass is actually pretty good. Stress will increase 25% slower and fall 25% faster, so you can ride that override. What's our coal on the ground? 2,000, 1,800. So we've got coal on the ground. Don't necessarily need more coal thumpers is the point of that observation. More food. Our food's doing okay. Yeah, I think the safety bypass. A group of barely alive people hiding in several burrows dug into piles of snow. Camp Meteor. Bring the sick to... all the people are deathly ill. It's a wonder that they're still alive. The snow burrows are only a little less freezing than the surrounding ice wasteland. They won't last a day if we don't take them right now to the city. Bring them home. Oh, technically we're supposed to be researching the lenses right now. Ah. I hate to give that up, but let's do it. Advanced measuring instruments. Oh, we don't have 100 steel, so never mind. We'll finish what we were doing, then we'll get the story research next. Bypass done. Beacon stereoscopic lenses enable us to gauge the severity of incoming storms.
Work is over for today. There's time for harvest and time for sleep.
We need to send people out for food. 40 wood, 40 steel. Ah. What's going on here? Max that one out. The other option is I can start making soup again. Oh, we never stopped making soup there. What is our food situation? All soup. We're gaining... So we're gaining about 250 per day. That's 125 times 5, 600 per day. We're about to get hit with a -2 warmth situation. Maybe a house or two. We got 9 homeless people. Take care of them. Then we'll upgrade a little bit. One of our outposts brought back a steam core. Might be worth upgrading our steel production. The ice crevasse. We found dying people. We found the dying people Nason refugees told us about. They're sheltering in the ice crevasse. The people are on their last legs. Despite taking shelter here, many of them suffer from heavy frostbite and hypothermia. We can help them if we act quickly and bring them to our city. They can't stand on their own. Some can hardly speak. Bring them home. 'Tis fine. Okay, what do we have? Runaway child. Sir, a man is here to see you. He says that his daughter ran away after the news of the storm spread. He wants to borrow a scout sled and go after her. She's a big girl, but she's always very impulsive and she scares easily. I must find her before she gets lost for good. She's all I have left. 30 rations will be spent. We've got plenty of food. It's fine. Okay, so some of the sick people made it back. The terrain drops suddenly here into a deep hollow. There are wounded people and dead bodies at its rocky bottom. These people must have fallen into this hole while escaping the incoming storm. At least half of them didn't survive the crash, but it seems we could rescue the wounded. That is, if we strap them onto our sleds and bring them to our city quickly. 12 wounded and 7 kids. Okay, we're getting the lenses. It might be time to let the researchers be the hero of this story. Emergency shift. We'll just let one workshop go hard.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
We are low on coal. Holy moly, we're low on coal. Let's hit the overdrive. Give ourselves a little break.
Go to work. Lord, be with us as we labor today.
Captain, a woman has told us that she overheard her neighbor talking about hoarding food and other supplies. We'll follow that lead. We found some stolen supplies. We are low on raw food, but our rations are okay. Nice chunk of coal, actually. Well timed and welcomed. Let's go here. See what's going on with this camp. "18 folks sick, 18 folks gravely ill." It's going to take about a day. Let's get those numbers down. Let's get those numbers down. We need to get people in and out healthy and ready to rock. The beacon can now gauge the severity of oncoming storms. I don't really know that I know what that means. Let's increase the speed of our scout sleds. Sir, the scientists couldn't believe their eyes, but they doubled and triple checked their calculations. They say strong winds of the storm will cause the temperature to plummet beyond anything we've ever experienced before. Hunting will be impossible. The plants in the hothouses will freeze. Everyone left outside the city will perish. So will we if we can't heat our homes properly. We have to prepare. We did what we could to raise the heat output of the generator. If this alone might not be enough, all our homes and workplaces should be as warm as possible. The cold that's coming could kill in minutes. All right. So we got a bunch of things bunch of new things on our list. We are low on coal. That is something we're going to have to definitely work on. Our wood is looking kind of good. This gathering post, they still have access to plenty of coal. 600 pile there, 800 pile there. That's about 10 hours worth. We need 3,714 food. They want us to recall scouts. I'm gonna put in a couple. I'm gonna try to squeeze in one more thumper here. And a good chunk of gathering posts. Now, that's a lot of gathering posts and a lot of... We built 4 of them. This one will reach... That one will reach, so that's 4 for that one. 4 for that one. And it's not perfect, but it should increase the total amount of coal we generate. Okay, so we want to gather a week's worth of food. We've got 2 cookhouses. A week's worth of food, so we need to double the food amount. Plus, we're eating food. That's the thing. So let's check our food processing. We're making 4 more food per day than we're using. That's not great. We have no raw, so that means we need to bring in more raw. That's what I'm taking from that observation, so let's put in hunter hanger. I want to put a shrine in. Or 2.
Time to rest. Remember those who work overtime in your praise.
Alright, so now we've got a problem where we have all engineers, but we need specifically workers. And oh, we've got automatons available. Let's go full-time raw food generation. And then over here we're going to go full-time coal collection. Okay. The storm is big. So I want to get more people gathering raw food, but I also want to make sure that we are rocking maximum amount of coal. All right, faster scout sleds, always welcome. Let's see what else we can do here. Better integration of the automatons would actually be good. Cheaper ones would have been nice, but it's probably too late for that now. We have the housing oh, yeah, let's get this. 30 steel for better flying hunter's gear. For sure. Oh, we're getting close to critical. Let's shut it down. Or shut down the overdrive. I'm trying to get the coal to last us through the night here. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, the hunter's gear, for sure. We've got so many flying hunters now, that upgrade's going to be huge. If I turn the overdrive on, we're gonna blow up the engine. I don't want to do that.
Work shift begins. May the Lord save all workers from harm.
Now the work shift is beginning. We should have net surplus of coal being generated each day. As we approach the camp, we see that its inhabitants are busy packing. They've dismantled a couple of huts to build improvised sleds. You're going the wrong way. The scientists mistook us for refugees, but after we tell them about our city, they're nonplussed. It's probably too close to the storm to withstand it. Well, you might consult Nason on that if you reach him in the south. Their work here is done. We could convince them to join us so we could show them our city. Oh, that gives us another site, Jagged Rocks. Let's escort this scientist to the city, though. We've got 2 steam cores. I think upgrading... Oh, we don't have the research for that upgrade yet. Let's set this to store wood. We have a halfway decent surplus of wood. Store wood. Maybe a little coal? The camp is built around a large hole in the ice. It might be an impact crater of the meteorite. There's a block and tackle attached to the top of the steel framework built over the hole. We searched the remains of the camp. There must have been some scientific operation dedicated to the research of whatever punched the hole in the ice. Now this place is deserted and there's nothing of value to be found here. Wow, that's a big crater. Let's go to here, I guess. Uh-oh. These locations are frozen over. Can I dismantle this and still get the core that's on the way? Let's hope so. Looks like if there's survivors here, this team might be done because they're going to go back and the snow's coming in. So this team is going to be our last team to come home. Ooh, boy. Getting a little scary. We got 49 people looking for housing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. Exactly what we need. Let's not do any more. One of our people has become grievously ill due to frostbite. People are working in cold. I mean, if I try to crank up the heat, we don't have enough coal to support it. This is where the coal thumper theory starts to bite us. That's going to bring in a good chunk of additional raw food while we still can. Technically, I need more wood and I need more steel, but I think I need steel more right now.
Work is over for today. There's time for harvest and time for sleep.
We could use some workers. Swap out some... We'll swap in some engineers and take out some workers. Yeah, these things are icing over quick. Let's see what's in the scattered convoy. Inside, damaged crawlers were found several dead bodies. Few of them are torn apart like they were partially eaten by some beast. Polar bears, we think. We never know for sure what happened, and there's nothing useful to salvage. Alright. Are we rolling the dice and trying to get the crater? Small group of scientists finished loading their supplies. They work efficiently but in silence, looking somewhat dejected. We're mostly helping with evacuations now, one of them tells us. We used to study the Earth's magnetic field, but there are more important things to worry about, like survival. Escort them back to the city. That's lots and lots of houses going in. What are you waiting for? Should we try to make a quick trip out to the jagged rocks? How are we doing on research? Okay. I want to get that steel upgrade because we're going to need it to try to upgrade some of these bunkhouses. Some being kind of all. People are getting sick, but we should have plenty of spaces. Sir, a woman has come to us to plead with you. She wants more food, but the cook said she's already received her allowance. I know you mean well, but it must have been a mistake. I need 2 rations, one for me and one for my sick child. We can afford 2 extra rations. Scouts have reached a large crater. It's hard to judge the crater's size from the distance. Its vastness only becomes apparent up close. The camp is empty. The crater is fresh with broken ice around the rim. We searched the camp for clues to the scientist's fate and found none. Everything's in order, but not in perfect order. It looks like they went out to do something and didn't return. Maybe they tried to descend into the crater and got lost in the maze of broken ice, or got caught in a blizzard, or both. Take technology. You will acquire some useful technology. Okay. Oh, there's stuff out here now. Fortified hut and ice caves. Where are you? There. You're on your way there. You're on your way home. You're probably done. I could probably swing by this way. Let this guy pick this one up. Let's go there. Then we'll see if we can go here, and then we'll book it for home. I'll take that break. I'm gonna lower the steam level. Things are gonna be chilly for a bit, but we need to save the coal. Food theft caused riots. Sir, we investigated the discrepancies between the raw food use and the outputs of the cookhouse. It turns out the cooks are stealing food. People are furious. We caught 2 thieves. They say they wanted to secure their families before the storm shuts down food supply. I'm not gonna banish them. We're gonna ask the faith keepers to supervise the cooks. I could, as like a super double backup, send these guys to the ice caves.
Work shift begins. May the Lord save all workers from harm.
We are not producing a good surplus of coal. What are we researching right now? All right. Let's get that done. And I want to drop in Advanced Steelworks. I feel the echo of my own words about this upgrade. 15% more. Coal piles. Might be our best bet right now. Improved heaters would be okay. But I think I'm going to go with thumper injectors. Coal thumpers and steam coal thumpers produce 15% more coal. There's some coal to be picked up. Yeah, so we're generating a lot during the day and then... Wait, that's food. Still, same story. We're generating a good chunk of surplus during the day and then burning through it at night. build a coal mine outpost. We might only get one use out of it, but it might be exactly what we need. New automation, that's well timed. Let's look for somebody here in the center. We'll drop you in there. And then we'll drop you in there. The surface looks like it's been fractured by the shock of underground explosion. It appears there may have been an underground base here. Steel and coal. That's actually really good. The ruins of the underground base reek of sulfur. It must have been warm. It must have been a warm and sheltered place, but now exploring its depths is dangerous. Explore the ruins. And we found a briefcase signed by Nason. It seems to contain some interesting blueprints. Acquire another useful technology. Thank you. Oh, they're putting us right on the edge. How long is it going to take? 8 hours? I think we can do it. Jeez, that scared me.
Remember those who worked with you in your place.
Huh. The charcoal kiln's actually starting to look kind of good. Turn 70 wood into 210 coal. And we could make multiples. What industry, what blueprints are we getting? It seems to me like all the key stuff is still here to be researched. Oh, wait, do we have to come back with it? That's what it is. We have to come back with it. Uh-huh. We are really rolling the dice at this point. And we are late. So we are going to call it here soon. I do want to decide on our last choice for technology. Let's improve. Let's have the option for better wall drill. Can I squeeze in an improved steel mill? They still want us to have 1,000 more food than we currently have. Okay, let's call it right there. We are pushing the limits here. We're right on the edge of the storm. I don't even know if this guy can get there and get back in time. But we'll find out in the next episode. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.